Deion Sanders' Quadruple Jackpot puts Big 12 on notice as Colorado HC receives major roster update. You hear that rumble? That ain't thunder. That's Deion Sanders loading the clip in Boulder, while the rest of college football was out here playing with NIL calculators and doing mocking and throwing at house settlement on Twitter. Coach Prime turned his crib into a recruiting goldmine. Good number of elite prospects just pulled up to campus and didn't leave empty-handed. They left with Boulder burned into their brains. And just when you thought it couldn't get any louder, a 5-star edge rusher decided to drop a few words that got the Big 12 sweating bullets. Call it a recruiting heist, call it a recruiting flex. Either way, Deion Sanders just pulled off a quadruple jackpot in the hills of Boulder. Top-tier talent showed up, got the royal treatment, and left sounding like future buffs. The biggest buzz? Colorado native and top interior lineman Deacon Schmidt, a 6'5", 330-pound Boulder himself, couldn't stop smiling after his visit. It was great, always a great time. The environment is always a blast. Growing up in Colorado, I have been around Boulder a lot. The opportunity to become a hometown hero is very special to me, he told Nimek. But it was his follow-up that raised eyebrows. Coach Prime is a wise man. It's bigger than football with him. That ain't no puff quote. That's a kid who grew up an hour from campus, finally seeing a program worth calling home. Schmidt is the top recruit in Colorado and knows Boulder like the back of his hand. But now he's seeing it with new eyes. Eyes that saw Marshall Faulk coaching RBs, NFL alumni at every turn, and a head coach who speaks like a preacher and recruits like a mob boss. Next up, Breck Kolojay. Big body, big talent, and even bigger chemistry with quarterback Julian Lewis. I've known Juju for a couple years now. That relationship from offensive line to quarterback is huge, he told DNVR. That ain't no casual comment. That's trenches talk. Kolojay's already got IMG pedigree and power conference offers, but it was Colorado that solidified themselves as a contender. Then there's KJ Edwards, the Nobrow, 4RB in the 2026 class, and a Texas-made playmaker who could have ghosted the Buffs like most Lone Star boys do. But nah, he stayed and vibed. And when asked about the visit, the vibes were top-notch, he said. Edwards added, "They can use me right now. I'm just an overall complete running back." Now add this to the mix. He met Marshall Faulk, the RB GOAT turned CU coach. Yeah, it got real. And for the cherry on top, Jace Matthews, one of the nastiest wideouts in the 2026 class, a top 100 dog with SEC heat on his back. But Boulder flipped the switch. Phenomenal, he called the visit. What hit hardest? Colorado shipping 3 wideouts to the league in one draft class. 5-star Colorado target Jake Cruel update gives big update about Colorado recruiting. Now let's talk about the headliner, Jake Cruel. He doesn't say much, but when he does, everybody from Tuscaloosa to Columbus tunes in. The 5-star edge rusher out of IMG has been wrecking QBs like it's personal. 23 sacks, top 35 nationally, and a highlight reel that might get him flagged by the FCC. Boulder was his first official visit, and he walked away electrified. "I think the word for it is electric," Cruel said. "It definitely exceeded any type of expectation I had and kind of blew it out of the water." Cruel told DNVR, "This man got a full hour with Coach Prime. Not 5 minutes, not a handshake, a whole sit-down. That ain't standard. That's the red carpet. Gotta meet with Coach Deion for a little over an hour. Gotta know the position coaches more personally," he said. And yes, the Instagram pics went crazy. But the vibe? That stuck harder. 247 Sports called him a polished pass rusher, and they ain't lying. That word polished hits because it means pro-ready. Colorado knows what they're getting into. Cruel's got a full summer tour. Ohio State on May 30th, Florida on June 7th, Texas, Oklahoma, you name it. They all get a shot. But Colorado hit first, and they hit hard. That's the recruiting game. Make the first visit unforgettable. And by Cruel's own words, Boulder left a mark. The real kicker? Deion Sanders doesn't even need a full class. He's not here for volume. He wants dog for dog, ballers only. That's why this quadruple wave matters. So while the SEC watches from afar and the Big 12 hopes Prime flames out, Coach Sanders just keeps stacking chips and flipping scripts. 4 top-tier dudes lit up by one weekend, plus a 5-star edge rusher who might have just seen the future in black and gold. It ain't a rebuild no more. It's a blueprint. And guess what?